Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm coming with you. We just did our review of Atlanta Housewives season 13, episode 1, and we didn't get taglines, but they have recently released the taglines for the new season, and so I wanted to talk about it. So let's get into it. So the taglines start out in the order that they have the ladies in. They have Kenya, Candy, Drew, Cynthia, and Portia. And just realizing we only got 5 ladies this season. So I feel like off top we're being cheated anyway. It just seems so, ugh. You used to seeing a full screen of ladies and now we're down to like 4, then 5 ladies. So, but that's fine. So let's get into these taglines. So the first tagline comes up with Kenya. So Kenya's tagline is, if you don't like my shade, then step out of my shadow. First of all, who's standing in your shadow, Kenya? Brooklyn? Because your shadow is more so like a gloom and doom cloud. From what we see, you're not going to have very much going on this season, but being very, very vindictive and petty. From all the interviews that you're doing down to how you're talking about your cast members, how you're throwing people under the bus. And Kenya seems to think that her shade is fun shade. It's not fun shade, Kenya. And you can always dish it, but you can't take it. But I really wasn't feeling it because she's not like she's liked like on the show. Like Portia has the kikis and the giggles. She's the fun, young, youthful one. Candy is the businesswoman. Now Cynthia is married or getting married and is actually in love. And then you have Drew Sidora. She's young. She's a young upcoming actress. She probably is going to remind Kenya a lot of herself. And she's not going to take any stuff. So, yeah, Kenya, your shadow is looking very, I would say your shadow is more of a dim light. So, yeah, I didn't see where that I didn't really like it. I mean, it's something Kenya would say because she thinks everything is about Kenya. But no, didn't like it. Then we see Candy. So, Candy's is a little candy always sweetens the tea. And I'm like, what? What candy sweetens tea? Unless it's peppermint, maybe a Hall's cough drop, something to that effect. So I'm like, Candy, where now you write songs and you're a platinum selling artist and you come up with that. But I do feel like it's giving us a little insight into what Candy's role for this season is going to be. Candy has been the bone collector, but nobody can beat Sheree. Sheree is the all-time best bone carrier for Atlanta Housewives. But I feel like when she said tea, that Candy's going to be the one that's going to be dropping little tidbits here. She said this, she said that. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? I believe that's going to be Candy this season. So if that is true, then her tagline goes very well with where they're going to line her up this year in her post. Well, not post, but position on the show, because we haven't really had a bone collector. And so I think this says, with the T, I think she's going to be bringing it this season. So yeah, I think Candy is going to be the little extremely messy one this season. Then we shoot over to Drew. Drew Sidora is new. She's an actress. She's young. She's been in Hollywood for a minute. She played on The Game. So, and if any of you are my age or a little bit younger, you probably watched The Game when it was on. It was a really, really good show. But now she wasn't like a prime character, but that's her claim to fame. She reminds me a lot of Kenya. Kenya's going to throw up everything that she's did in the past, but it's like, okay, what are you doing now? So Drew's is, I was in the game, but now I'm calling all the plays. I get it, but I wish she had went with something like, I was in the game, but now I run the field, keep it going. Or I was in the game, but now I call all the shots, or all the plays, something like that. So, we'll see where that goes. Maybe it'll give us a little insight into her marriage and relationship, how she runs her marriage or how she's being ran in her marriage or something like that. It's okay. It didn't really grab me, but it'll do. Then we have Cynthia Bailey. saying hers is, I've been through the peaks and valleys, and now I'm head over heels. And I'm gonna give it to Cynthia. I'll take that one because she's keeping with her whole theme of Mike Hill getting married, head over heels, as in, in love with him. Cynthia's in a good place in her life right now. I get it. I feel it. I actually like her tagline because it is staying true to who she is, and her storyline for the past 2 years has been consistent. And I think I like it. It's a good one for her. And then last but not least, we have my girl Portia. And Portia's is, I may be social distancing, but I'm here for social justice. So the same thing for Cynthia. I like Portia's. It's talking about what she's doing right now in real time with her social justice for Breonna Taylor, for all those that have been wrongfully murdered in the hands of law enforcement. So it rings true. So I can ride with Portia on this one in this season. So I really feel like it was a really good tagline. So other than that, I think my favorite out of all of them is Cynthia's. And I have to admit that because Cynthia is truly sticking to the heel. Everything is Mike Hill, Chill 2020, C with the HILL. So she's keeping it going. And I like it, and it's catchy. And truth be told, Cynthia has been through peaks and valleys with her previous relationship. She's going through something right now where she's suing Peter. But other than that, I mean, it's really, really good. I like them. The looks are pretty much the same. All they did was just stuck Drew Sidora in with this beautiful yellow dress. And now Drew, from what I've seen, is bringing it in these confessionals. So I'm gonna see what this is gonna lead to. I really don't have a problem with the taglines. My least favorite is Candy's, and but like I said, I really do believe that that's going to give us a little insight into where Candy is for this season in these episodes. So let's watch Candy, because see, Candy has been a little two-faced, and I've been arguing with a couple of my friends on this. I don't really like Candy because she's been a little two-faced, and she's straddling the fence and kind of trying to play it safe. She's not straddling the fence in a good way. Like last season, she didn't straddle the fence in a good way to me. Her and Cynthia and Kenya, I believe, built an alliance against Portia and Nene. And I think with Nene being gone and her and Portia all of a sudden making up, I think Candy is having to play it safe and say, let me get back in good graces, because now this season, Portia is the one out front. See, you have to see who they're running behind, who's out front, who's making the news. And see, Kenya's storyline just went flat last year. So Candy is trying to figure out where she's going to fit in. So don't think her getting back cool with Portia has anything to do with, her and Don Juan made up and I just got back cool with. No. Candy is playing the game, and she's trying to get closest to the one that's on top right now. Who's on top right now is Portia. Per storyline, per camera time, is Portia. So that's all I have for you guys. Like, share, comment, let me know how you feel about my views on the taglines. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. So we'll talk about it, keep it going, and I'll see you soon for a review of Atlanta Housewives season 13 episode 2.